as I said in the last video, all my cubes have been lubed with Chickaloo, which is actually very good. It doesn't really stink that bad. The only problem that I have with it is if you get it on the little black parts of the pieces, it will stain your shirt when you rub it off on it. So, you know, whatever. Let's see. That's right. I'm going to do the Rubik's brand one first. So let's just go ahead and mix up all the puzzles. I'll mix up Rubik's first. I'm not using any, like, notation necessarily to mix up. I mean, I know people have, like, randomized mixed patterns that they get from a computer and stuff, but mine is just basically just turning the cube over and over again in my hand until it gets mixed up to a point where I think it's good enough. Yeah. Alright, that should be good enough for the Rubik's brand. This is the side on white, so I can show you when I start out on the next video and start solving it. You can see this is exactly what it looks like. Okay. I'm going to mix up the Guhong version 2 now. The thing that I wonder about with the Zhanchi and the Guhong, they're both Diane cubes, so they both look very similar. The sticker that's on it, the label or whatever, is basically the exact same. So it's confusing for me sometimes because, you know, it's confusing to me because the stickers are very similar, and so the only thing that I can go by to determine which is which cube is the feel, and the Guhong has always been gummier than the Zhanchi. Okay, so I think this is mixed up thoroughly enough. This is the white sides, in case, so you can see it in the next video when I start to solve this cube, so I can prove to you that I didn't mix it up anymore, or any less, or fix it anymore, or whatever. This is the Zhanchi, the Diane Zhanchi, so I'm going to go ahead and give her a mix up, or him, or whatever the freak you want to call it. Yeah. Anyways, for a while, I got out of cubing because it got really boring because, you know, I'm just doing the exact same thing over and over. All I knew was the beginner's method, and that just is so boring. But recently I started getting into Friedrich, and with that, F2L, OLL, and PLL, and I've memorized about probably, let's see, about 11 or 12 of the 27 PLL algorithms, and about maybe 5 to 6 of the 56 or 57 OLLs. Let's see, actually, I think there's only 21 PLL algorithms, but I've memorized about half of those. They're not too complicated. The OLLs is where it gets really complicated because it's just a pain in the butt. I'd rather do 2-look OLL where you only need to memorize about 12 of the algorithms to be able to get through the cube. Of course, you sacrifice time with that, but yeah, what I really need to start working on is my F2L, which is solving the first 2 layers. Okay, anyways, after ranting on about that, this is my Zhanchi. This is how it's mixed up, so I can show you that it is indeed the same cube with the same jumble. Put it over to the side now. This is my stickerless Zhanchi. I'm going to go ahead and mix it up too. But what I was saying earlier, I need to memorize some more F2L algorithm cases and work on my F2L for sure. I'm getting pretty good at solving the cross. I can't do it as fast as most people can because it takes me at least 10 seconds, and that just is not acceptable for me. I don't know. I should be able to solve it way faster than that, but I'm having trouble remembering, like, the notation of the colors on my cube, I guess. Okay, so this is the Zhanchi stickerless. It's, looks like this. Hey, Mom.
Good morning.
Good morning. That was Mom. She came in and didn't even ask if I was recording anything. Anyways, this is my Zhanchi. This is the stickerless. This is the color notation on it, so you can know that I didn't, you know, screw around with it at all. Okay, this is my Ising 4x4, and to mix it up, I'm gonna first mix up the middles by mixing it up as I would mix up a 2x2. Cool thing about a 4x4 is you can solve it like a 2x2 or a 4x4. So let's see, there we go. Now I'm gonna mix up the outside edges too, and the inside edges at the same time. So I'm going to get this good and mixed up so I won't really have any prayer at solving it very easily. I don't know what my average on the 4x4 is because I don't really do it that much because it's a pain in the butt. I'd say typically it takes me about anywhere between 7 7 and 15 minutes probably. The longest I've ever spent solving this was probably 20 minutes. It was the first day I got it because I just didn't know how to do it. I just sort of figured it out anyways. Since there is no real side on this one, I'm just going to show you this. This is what will be my notation type thing for, this will be the pattern that you recognize to know that I did not mess around with this cube. Now I'm going to mix up my Rubik's my 18 5x5. It's going to be difficult. I'm going to mix up the outside parts of this, because if you mix up the outside, it's like a 3x3. Also, if you mix up the inside core, it's like a 3x3 as well. So basically, this is solving two 3x3s at once, except you also see how this has a row of 3 of these things right here. You have to put all 3 of those together and stuff, so yeah. Even though it may not look as mixed up as you would think that it needs to be for me to solve it, this is actually very mixed up and it's very complicated to solve. So I'm going to show you this side as the pattern that you can remember to know that I did not mess around with it, and then put it over to the side. See, I have this cool little jug right here that I keep all my cubes in and stuff. It comes in pretty handy. I can put my silicone spray in there. Then I can put this cube here. I can put my Rubik. No, I can put this one. I'll show you in a minute what I did. I just basically stuck the cubes in like so. And yeah. So yeah, this one and that one. And then the Rubik's is the one that I'm going to solve in the next video. So it's right there. This is the side that I showed you to make sure that you could see what the notation was and stuff. I'll get back to you in the next video and show you